Hello guys, this is the Gaming Revolution here and welcome back to an all-new Black Ops 4 Zombies Dead of the Night video. Today, I'm going to be showing you guys the fastest method to go ahead and level up / rank up within Dead of the Night. It's a really good camping strategy that will allow you to level up fast to gain your maximum XP progression within Black Ops 4 Zombies. I know there was a really good strategy on Blood of the Dead that allowed you to simply camp with the Magma Gat, but this is also really effective on Dead of the Night. Now, you can do this on solo, or you can go ahead and do this with multiple people. You can choose whatever you want to do so. It probably will be fastest doing this on solo, however. And this might be even more effective for gaining XP than on Blood of the Dead. Now, obviously, when you level up, you do gain Nebulium Plasma the higher in the rounds you go, which can then be used to go ahead and get yourself the Elixirs within Black Ops 4 Zombies. Alternatively, you can use COD points, Call of Duty points, real money to go ahead and get these Elixirs. So, the location for this really good ranking up fast strategy within Dead of the Night is indeed located within the Grand Staircase. Now, the reason why this strategy is so good is because zombies do not spawn behind you. Now, this isn't necessarily the best camping spot if you just want to go for high rounds, but it definitely is, I think, the most time efficient and the quickest if you just want to level up. This is alternatively also really good for high rounds, but it's also great if you just want to level up. Now, the reason being is because if you go ahead and get the Wonder Weapon on this map and upgrade it to Elixirs Annihilator, if you don't know how to do this, there are plenty of tutorials on YouTube. You obviously have 4 different elemental effects whenever you shoot a charge shot of your weapon by holding down the trigger before you shoot, to charge it up, obviously. And each of these different effects that it can shoot will kill any zombie that goes through it. And because the area in front of you is so small whilst using this Wonder Weapon, it will mean that pretty much the zombies will not be able to pass through you, and this is going to be a great way, and you probably are not going to go down using this strategy. Now, in terms of the Elixirs, I would definitely recommend putting on anywhere but here, in case you do ever get in a sticky situation within this game. I would also recommend running the Hammer of Valhalla specialist weapon. This is the best if you want to go ahead and take out the vampires or indeed the werewolf on the map. In terms of a secondary weapon, I would recommend using the second Wonder Weapon on this map, which is known as the Savage Impaler. If you don't know how to get this, it's a crossbow, and I do have a video linked in this video's description if you want to know how to get this. And the reason why you want to use this weapon is because this will insta-kill any vampires that you shoot with it. This includes the red vampires, which have a lot more health and they can claw into your face, and it will also kill the werewolves very quickly, because when the werewolf spawns in, that's going to be the most difficult whilst you're being within this strategy. So that weapon is definitely going to be the best for killing that. And you also want to go ahead and get yourself the Steak Knife melee weapon on this map. The Steak Knife melee weapon will insta-kill any of the vampires that you melee to, and it will also kill the werewolf very fast. It won't take many melees to go ahead and kill. So yeah, definitely those 2 weapons and that melee weapon are going to be the best choices to use. Now, in terms of the perks for this camping strategy, you can use any perks you want, but the best ones that I would recommend to use, that you can obviously choose prior to starting the game, is indeed Bandolier Bandit. Now, you unlock this at level 26 and it allows you to carry more ammunition. Now, the reason why this is good is because obviously Elixirs Annihilator may run out of ammunition, and this is the weapon that you're going to be using whilst within this spot pretty much primarily. If you run out of ammo within this weapon, you're going to be screwed and not be able to survive in this spot. So that's definitely a must to use. Next perk you want to go ahead and use is indeed Dying Wish. Now, essentially this means that it will give you an extra life when you get hit, and you will enter a berserk mode for going down. This will mean that instead of going down, you will go into a berserk mode for 9 seconds, and your melee damage will be increased. It'll essentially give you an extra life, really, so you won't use up one of your self revives. Next, I would recommend putting on Quick Revive. This will allow you to revive players faster. However, obviously you're going to be in a solo game probably, so that won't really help, but you can do this with other people if you want, but it's probably better in solo. But what's good about this is it will allow you to have a reduced delay before you regenerate health. So if you ever are bright red, you will regenerate your health faster. And then the 4th perk I would recommend using within this spot is indeed Stone Cold Stronghold. And when you stand within one area for a long time, a defensive circle will spawn in around you that will damage the zombies that go through it, and it will give you armor over time whilst you're stood inside here. And since you're going to be camping, that's going to be the best perk to use. You don't need any perks like stamina up or anything like that, since you are going to be camping. camping. So that's definitely the best perk strategy. That's definitely the best perk setup for me. Obviously, some of you guys may prefer some of the other perks, but that's just my own personal opinion. So let me know down in the comment section down below, what do you think of all of this? Anyways, thank you for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe if you're not here for the latest and greatest podcast for zombies, news and information. So anyways, thank you for watching, and bye.
Hardly fortune, but it happens.
Like a girl? Didn't think so.
Them bloodsuckers run like angry turkeys. You can't unsee it once you notice.
Bloodsucker, snake spittle, mumble crusher. There's no name hard enough for you, shithead. Mercy.